お前はもう死んでいる。何？
Hello guys, this is Legendarma TV. Good to see you. And today we will be talking about, technically, the last Season 3 raid. I mean, it is a Season 4 prologue. The battle Remembrance is the Season 4 prologue. But considering the fact that Aodhan, the boss, drops the gear that is still related to level 100, I still think that it will be right to put him as Season 3 boss. So the last Season 3 boss for today is going to be Aodhan in the battle Remembrance. We're going to go through the requirements as usual. I'll show you the gameplay and everything you need to know. This battle is going to be quite complex, so let's join this ride. Let's go. Alright, Remembrance. So the attack cap for this battle is 37,600. The amount of critical resists that we will need is 186 to fully crit resist cap him. And we will need 184 critical to crit cap him. We'll also need 150 counter force to be able to do 100% damage to Aodhan. And if we will look into the quick battle, the amount of power slightly raised compared to Dungeon Laboratory, Margit. It's 50,600. The amount of technique remains the same, and you can enter with only 129 counter force. And this is it. That's all. Let's get straight to the gameplay. Alright, let's fight Aodhan. The battle versus Aodhan might be quite complex, because he's pretty fast, his combos are quite deadly, he does a lot of damage, and there's going to be a couple of patterns and special attacks that are going to be quite dangerous for you. This one particular pattern, the first one, and nothing really to talk about, just 2 hits right over there, just block and dodge through them. Nothing much. A combo of 3 slashes with just a little delay before the 3rd hit. Here he attacks you with like another 2 hits. After a short preparation, does like 2 thrusts and then a slash after that, so watch out for that. Get another attack. Right here. This one. This backslash that he does. It's super fast, like super fast. It's really almost impossible to react to it, so watch out whenever you are behind him, because you might get hit there and it takes quite some. You're gonna take quite some damage. Watch out for this kick at the start of his combo. He does the kick and then a combo with like 3 to 4 slashes. The kick, you might take that hit a lot as well, so pay attention. Always be vigilant what you're doing. Once Aodhan drops to 9.5 bars, he imbues his swords with the power of the lightning. What does it mean? When this phase starts, every hit that you're going to take from Aodhan, every hit with the sword hit, is going to give you a stack of electrocution. Now, you can get up to 3 stacks of electrocution, and what does it actually do? Right over here, this particular pattern, you will always see that your character is flashing blue, glowing blue, and he raises his sword, and then what happens? Depending on how many stacks of electrocution you have, aodhan is going to strike every party member who has the electrocution stacks with a lightning strike. So you will see this zone underneath your character. So you're going to receive damage if you will be in the zone, and that zone will also release a shockwave. So every character is going to release the amount of shockwaves depending on how many stacks of electrocution they have. So if you have 2 stacks of electrocution, there is going to be 2 lightning strikes and 2 shockwaves just from you. Or 3. And same goes for all the team members. So what do you want to do during this particular pattern? Make sure that you run away from melee. Everyone runs away from melee, and make sure you guys don't bump into each other, especially if you have the stacks, because the damage that is you're going to receive from all these shockwaves from all the party members, depending on how many electrocution stacks they have, it's going to be enormous. So you'll have to dodge and block a lot. So just keep the distance and make sure you don't stop, because if you have 2 stacks, it's going to strike twice and send 2 shockwaves and then 3. So I'll show you again later. In the video, I'm going to have 3 electrocution stacks, so you'll see how it really looks like. And I'm just the only one in the party right here. Imagine how it happens in the party play. One of the other major threats that aodhan possesses is the skill that is called Fury 7. All the LAN players are probably familiar with this thing. So, after a short preparation, it's a red attack. Keep that in mind. He dashes towards the target and hits it with a red attack. Now, the amount of dashes depends on how many players are in the party. So he can dash to one person and then instantly dashes to another one, and then another and another and another. So you have to make sure it's not 7 hits, okay? Not because I said Fury 7 doesn't mean it's 7 hits, but it's rather just reminds me of one of the LAN's active skills that they use. So what is deadly about this thing? It's a red attack, right? And the timing here should be super perfect. So you have to make sure that whenever he starts charging at you, dashing at you, you have to make sure that you're dodging to the side. Because that thing hits a lot. It also juggles you. It launches you in the air, and you fall down, so you lose control of your character a little bit. And with a bad connection, it might, you might receive a couple of other hits from this, Fury 7. After that, there is a couple. He can either do Fury 7 and then continue, finish off the combo with a red attack, or he can go into the Moon Splitter right over here. The Moon Splitter is a multi-hit that he does right over there. Pretty fancy. I love that move on LANs. Then leaps into the air and crashes down, setting a massive shockwave. So dodge the shockwave or block the shockwave. Just be careful. These 2 things, Fury 7 and Electrocution, like the Thunderstorm attack, are really, really dangerous. They deplete a lot of health. Continue attacking. Continue fighting aodhan. This is a pretty deadly combo as well. Aodhan does damage a lot. He's no joke. Another Fury 7 right over here. I wasn't. My timing was pretty bad here, and obviously I got hit. And you can see I flew. I got knocked down and I flew. So it might be a problem here. Right here, I have 2 stacks of electrocution. So what does it mean? I run away from aodhan, and this shockwave emerges, and then another shockwave right after it. Okay? So let's watch it again real quick. Boom! It explodes, sends the shockwave, and after a short delay, another explosion and the shockwave follows. And that's just 2 stacks, okay? Just 2. There can be 3. And also, this is a solo mode that I'm playing, so I'm alone. Imagine 4 players with all that. It's a chaos. It's really dangerous, so watch out. And one of the extensions to the Fury 7, he can just, after he ends the string, after he ends the combo, he can hit with an extra red attack in front of him, so watch out for that. And then just regular patterns come into play. He has, just like, as I said, just like Selren, and he does quite some delays between his hits. So watch out for it. This particular pattern, this next one, is the Moon Splitter. So he does multiple hits there. So just run away or just blink away from him, dash away. After that, he does a couple of hits. Right over here. Again, Moon Splitter, watch out for it. Can be quite deadly as well. After aodhan drops to 6.5 bars, what happens? Aodhan gains a meter, a lightning meter. Now, the meter represents when aodhan is going to go berserk, when he will become like super mad. It naturally fills, the meter fills naturally over time, but there is also a little catch to it. Whenever aodhan uses the lightning strike, that is connected with your electrocution stacks, the meter fills drastically. You will see it just in a couple of seconds. You will see that the meter is going to feel like very, very big. How to escape that? How to make sure that the meter doesn't feel that fast and he doesn't go Super Saiyan? Right over here, he does it, and I have 3 stacks of electrocution. So watch how it looks like with 3 stacks of electrocution. Explosion underneath me, boom. That's damage. Then shockwave. Another explosion and another shockwave. And another explosion and a shockwave. Look at that. It's madness. It's really, really, really dangerous. So please watch out. Please make sure that you get hit as less as possible. And as you can see, if you pay attention to the bar right over here, the meter, whenever he does it, the meter gains a lot. It gains a lot. So eventually, in order to prevent aodhan to feel the meter completely and do his super move, you just have to make sure that you get hit and get electrocuted as less as possible. There's also a title that not getting hit once with the electrocuting attacks is called lightning fast. It's going to be really, in reality, in the party play, it's going to be almost impossible. So I would say aodhan transitions to the Berserk mode regardless in the Quick Battle party, in pretty much any of them. But always keep in mind, whenever you have electrocution and he prepares for the lightning strike, run away from him, keep running, keep dodging and blocking, but make sure you don't bump into your teammates, or you can kill them or they can kill you. Once aodhan's meter fills completely, he goes into this stance and he goes berserk. This particular pattern, he does around 20 hits total. He starts relentlessly, endlessly, doing the attacks towards you. There will also be lightning strikes underneath you, so it's really hard to survive here. Like in my video, I'm gonna life flare maybe twice, I think. So yeah, it's crazy. So he does all these moves. The lightning strikes, he keeps on attacking, does all these combos, he continues it, like 20 hits in total. At the end, he sends a little shockwave, then gains like full control of lightning, releases this shockwave that goes throughout the whole arena. And at the end, there is this little mini game that you'll be playing. Stand at the edge, and dodge these lightning orbs, these lightning spheres. They don't really hurt that much. What does hurt you is whenever he lands, there is a huge area coming from the middle is going to be red. So if you ain't going to be at the edge, you're going to receive a massive amount of damage from the red attack because it's unblockable. After that, if you survive the super combo, he's going to be stunned temporarily, so you'll have all this time to freely DPS him, to sandbag him, and he gains control of the meter once again. It starts filling up. He continues doing all his patterns. He does the Moon Splitter, the Fury 7, continues trying to electrocute you and hit you with lightning strikes. So it becomes even harder and harder and harder. But we are not some random citizen of Kolhan or whatever. We are a hero, right? We are almost a god. So we finish the job and defeat aodhan. And ultimately, through the story, it's kind of sad. He was our comrade. He was our friend. He dies. But what's done is done. And we're the victor. So this is pretty much it. Covering Season 3. The last battle was aodhan, Remembrance. In the next episode, we will be talking about the first boss of Season 4, which is Caesar, in a battle called Battle of Rochest. This was Legendarma TV. Thank you so much for watching. Please join my Discord, hit the like and subscribe button. I really love you. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your support, and I see you in the next episode. Bye.